Here's a look at your market recap on this Thursday, the 13th day of March. Take a look at the Missouri Stocker formula. 5,400 head exactly in the formula right now. Weight average weight 540.32 pounds. Price value of $360.13. Up another nickel from Wednesday's formula price. And once again, setting an all-time new record. Thursday's cattle auction day at the Mid-Missouri Stockyards in Phillipsburg. As of the recording of this report at about 3:30, that sale still going on there. They've sold somewhere just over 900 head so far. Still on the feeders, not on the cows yet, so that sale's still trucking along. Taking a look at the way some of the feeders have sold so far today. 400 to 500 pound steers, 372.5 to 417, 5 to 6 weights at 336 to 381, 6 to 7 weights, 297.5 to 333, a few 7 to 725 pound steers, 283 to 294.50. Some feeder heifers, 400 to 500 pounds at 354 to 420, 5 to 6 weights at 294 to 344.5, some 6 to 7 weights at 267.5 to 305. A package of 753-pound heifers, 32 head of them, sold at $270. Box beef cutout values. Choice closed the day at $119.69. That's down $1.41. Select at $307.47, down 6. Those values based on 162 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The Choice Select spread setting at $12.20. Feedlot trade still very slow to develop this week, up to almost 2,000 head now. That trade's just trickled along throughout the week. But as the week has went on, those prices have slowly crept up a little bit each day. With the near 300 head that was reported today, they were at 204 to 205. So slowly gaining there for the week, and we'll see what tomorrow and the majority of this week's trade brings. Taking a look at the futures markets on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Live cattle for April, 202.05 up 65. June, 40 cents higher for the day, 198.27. August up 40 at 195.95. Feeder cattle gave back just a little bit of the gain so far this week. March was down 2 pennies, 280.22. April down 75 at 279.97. May at 281.52, down 35. The CME Cash Feeder Cattle Index, based on an 800-pound steer up through the 12-state feeding region, currently setting at 281.25. Turning our attention now to the grain markets. At the elevators around the state on Thursday, soybeans were 10 to 14 cents higher. Wheat was up 9 and corn 4 to 7 higher. Corn bids at the elevators in St. Louis, 470. Kansas City, 425 to 455. Soybean bids in St. Louis at 1018 to 1022. Kansas City, 955 to 1005. Wheat bids in St. Louis, 548 to 567. Kansas City at 542. On the board of trade, March corn up 4 3/4, 453.5. May up 4.5 at 465.25. July at 472.25, up 4 3/4. Soybeans for March 9 1/4 higher, 996 3/4. May at 1010 3/4, up 10 1/4. July at 1025, up 9 1/2. Wheat contracts March 547 1/4, up 8 1/2. May was up 8 1/2 at 562 1/2. July at 578 1/4, up 8 3/4. Soybean meal for March up $7.90 a ton at $300.30. Soybean oil for March down 40 cents a hundredweight at 40.78. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Thursday. This is Tony Hancock.